If you have a message, make it succinct. I rarely check my messages. If you possess my email address, use it sparingly.
Dr. Hoffman, this is Bradley Shoreham. I wrote to you at your email address 2 weeks ago. I want to check that you were able to download those FTP files. The email keeps bouncing back saying inbox full.
This is Dr. Hoffman.
Right. I'm Bradley Shoreham.
I did consider your request. The answer's no.
That's disappointing.
Goodbye.
I'm in the area. I thought we could meet.
In the area? What does that mean? My house is quite remote.
I'm in Leeds. I could be at your place in less than an hour. Can we meet in person? I always feel
Are you going to use some high-pressure salesmanship on me?
I thought I could talk you round.
Unlikely. You do get marks for persistence, though. Come tomorrow about 10 a.m. How's the coffee?
It's good.
It's instant, I'm afraid.
It's good for instant.
The room's a bit of a mess.
It's fine.
I haven't dusted it in quite some time.
I hadn't noticed.
Oh, yes, you had. You came in the room and you looked around. You saw the plate on the table with the biryani stains on it. You thought, this woman knew I was coming. She took the trouble to specify a time, yet she didn't even bother to clear up last night's takeaway. What a slut. That was your thought. I could read it from 5 yards away.
Perhaps we should discuss...
Then you looked at the photographs on my shelves and counted how many were of humans. Answer, not many. You took the long way round to the sofa, and then you ran your finger through the dust on my mantelpiece. You wanted to give it a polish, I can tell. That arm of yours gives you pain, doesn't it? Hence the left-handed handshake. You were a soldier, I take it. Soldiers always have that energy. You walk in a room that's dusty and you want it dusted. That's your soldier for you.
It might help to boil the water before you add the instant coffee to it.
Oh, really? I don't often drink coffee. Guests are even rarer for me.
And it's fine. Shall I commence my briefing?
Ha! That's your soldier for you, too. I thought you were coming to schmooze me.
I don't do schmooze. Let me state my case to you, person to person. If you still don't want to help, then I'll leave.
Very well. But first, let me ask you some questions. Who are you? What do you do? What's the point of it? And why do you need me?
May I? Mm-hmm. My name is Bradley Shoreham. I work for a company called Crisis Control International. We specialise in resilience training. War games for civilians, if you like. We've been hired by the government and we've been asked to create a pandemic scenario for training purposes. Look, sorry, did you...
I wasn't trying to interrupt. I was just fidgeting.
Well, ours will be a large-scale exercise in the north of England involving hospitals, the World Health Organization, several major charities and a number of laboratories. And I'm here to ask you for your expertise and guidance in the planning of the exercise, Dr. Hoffman.
And that's very much what you stated in your email, but I'm afraid I'm not satisfied. You answered my questions 1 and 2 badly, and 3 and 4 not at all.
Oh?
Try again.
Is this a test?
Yes, it is.
I'm not one of your laboratory rats.
I don't have laboratory rats.
Chimps, then. You've done a lot of work with chimps and gorillas and bonobos, am I right?
In the wild, not caged in a lab. That's not the way I like to do things. Clock is ticking. I'm beginning to regret inviting you here. You should be aware I'll throw you out if I have to, crippled arm and all.
1. My name is Bradley Shoreham, and I do indeed work at Crisis Control International. But as you shrewdly deduced, I used to be a soldier. And in my heart, I still am. 2. I run war games and have been doing so for the last 10 years. 3. My job is to forward plan all the ways there are to save the world. And now I'm about to save the world one more time. Starting with Leeds and Bradford and Doncaster, who are about to succumb to a deadly pandemic. But damn it all, we will be ready for it. That's the point of it, of what I do. That's why it matters. And 4, I need you because A, you know your stuff, and B, you're a contrary old bitch. And I have a great deal of time for people who know their stuff and don't take the intellectual easy way out, who fight their corner, who are, in a nutshell, contrary.
You insulted me, you called me a bitch.
Well, just cause you've been rude to me. You taunted me about my arm, and the coffee you served your guests is absolute muck.
I do have a cafetiere, in fact, and some coffee beans, I believe. No grinder, but I'm sure it's possible to mash them up and make something quite palatable. For a man as resourceful as you, that shouldn't be a problem. Well, go on then, the kitchen's out there, and go and make us some coffee.
Coffee after 12 noon for the same reason.
In fact, I don't sleep much anyway.
So, where were we?
You were trying to persuade me to take part in your exercise. You came full of hubris, intending to win my support with your old-school charm. Instead, you were gratuitously rude.
Not gratuitously. I was deliberately rude. I wanted to get your attention.
You already had my attention. My attention is not a child to be won over with sweets.
Would you at least offer me your comments on my exercise brief?
I read it twice. A biscuit might be nice. Go with this coffee.
Do you have any biscuits?
Nope.
There you are, then. What were your thoughts on my exercise brief?
It's very long.
It has to be.
And very thorough.
I pride myself on thoroughness. My job is to work with the Northern Health Trust on their potential handling of a pandemic scenario.
A mosaic daughter virus.
That's what I went for.
A fictitious mosaic daughter virus. Highly pathogenic avian influenza A-type virus with type X hemagglutinin and type Y neuraminidase. Why so vague? If you want me to create a mosaic daughter virus, I can, to the nearest nucleotide. I can give you a fast spreader with a 50% fatality rate. In fact, I can not only write the genome, I can build the virus in the lab I've got in my basement.
No, thank you.
With a computer, I mean. 3D modelling of the interaction between the hemagglutinin protein and its human receptor. I don't propose to build a deadly killer plague in my cellar.
Now, that is, in fact, one of the scenarios that concerns me. Scientists constructing a hybrid virus that gets loose.
There's no need. Any snotty child can do better, any snivelling housewife or red-nosed businessman. All that's needed is for them to catch 2 different sorts of flu at the same time, and then the body acts as a mixing vessel. Genes swap and recombine. That's how these mutant strains arise.
And how do we prevent that happening?
Well, you don't. How can you? You just have to be prepared.
Well, that's the purpose of the exercise.
Yeah, well, good luck to you. I can't see I can help.
That's where we differ. I'm confident you can.
I admit I was impressed with your brief. You're a quick swat. 17 typos, as we call them these days, by which I mean mistakes, but that's just because you're a soldier and you don't know how to spell. You misuse colons and you clearly have failed to fathom the apostrophe. But the scientific stuff is fine. Off you go, do it then.
You don't perhaps have a critique?
I've given it to you. Don't put an apostrophe in its unless you're contracting it is. It's hardly rocket science. Lieutenant Colonel.
How did you know I was Lieutenant Colonel?
I emailed my friend in the Pentagon, and he emailed his friend in the MOD. You almost died, I gather, in Iraq.
I was moments away from mastering the correct use of the apostrophe. Then that wretched bullet hit me in the chest.
And the arm? Why the arm?
It hit me here, came out there. I also lost a lung.
And yet, after being hit, you got up, you ran for cover, and shot a sniper on your 6th attempt.
That's operational information. You shouldn't have been told all that.
You're a soldier. You risked your life. I respect that. And yet, what a war. The dodgy dossier, the non-existent WMDs. How could you risk your life for such a toxic cause?
I really don't want to get into a political debate here.
Oh, you're no fun at all.
Consider this a first draft. What would you do differently?
Not flu. People are bored with flu. No, you need something juicy, a mutant Ebola virus, or a new strain of HIV.
Flu killed 65 million people in 1918. That one pandemic killed more people than died in all the wars of the 20th century.
Yes, but people are bored with it. Like the millennium bug. Because it didn't happen, everyone assumed it was a waste of time and money to prevent it happening. You see the logical non sequitur there.
Of course.
We were lucky with swine flu. It wasn't the one. Nature not trying hard enough. But I was so furious about the press coverage. The sniggering. Why are these silly scientists making such a fuss? They don't know. They just don't know.
I did an exercise last year. Hypothetical terrorist attack on London, based on a credible threat. 3 months of work there was. I devised every scenario that was conceivable and credible to the mind of a devious ex-soldier such as myself, and then a few more besides, that would achieve the enemy's aim of destroying London. We spent a lot of time and effort on this exercise, and at the end of it, we were hauled before a select committee and asked to justify our paranoid imaginings. Never happened, you see. London is still intact, so what was the point? That was their argument. They just don't get it. How many 9/11s did the CIA prevent before the Twin Towers collapsed?
None at all, I imagine. They're a bunch of dunderheads.
No, you're being political again.
Forgive me. You were making a point, weren't you? What's your point?
My point is, these things matter. You can't just close your eyes and wish away the threat. Global warming, nuclear war, asteroid hitting the Earth, global pandemic, every one of them a credible threat, so every scenario needs to be planned and prepared for. That's my job, that's my raison d'etre. If a Russian nuclear missile hits London, what do we do next? I know the answer to that because I wrote the damned exercise brief. That allows the rest of you to sleep in bed at night because someone like me has feared the worst and prepared for it. How dare they criticise me for saving London? I feel passionately about this, Alicia, passionately. Eternal vigilance is the name of my game, and I'm so sorry. I really am, about your husband.
No.
He was a brave man.
Shush. You're up to something. I've met your type before. All smiles and courtesy. Well, not so much the smiles, but you're so plausibly direct. He's a no-nonsense sort of man, we're supposed to think. He's a straight shooter, and in fact, you're full of nonsense, and you shoot bullets that go round corners, so to speak. I'm rambling. That was a lovely speech. It was full of passion. I'm a passionate sort of person. You pressed all my buttons. I thought, damn it all, I want to help this man. I want to share his idealism. I was possibly on the cusp of changing my no to a yes, and then you spoilt it all. By mentioning my husband, which was both inappropriate and potentially distressing. But why? You're clearly not a stupid man, so why would you provoke me like that? Don't say anything. I'm trying to figure you out. No, it's no use. I have no idea what your game is. Come on, gob it up. Let's see the slimy green mucus of your hidden agenda. What is it?
I want you to play a role in this war game scenario.
Yes, we've done all that. You want me to be your subject matter expert?
No. We already have plenty of SMEs for the XCOM team. I have something else in mind for you, Alicia. I want you to play an active role as a scientist involved in stopping the spread of the pandemic.
You've lost me.
This is a large-scale exercise. It's not just a fire alarm. I've structured it the same way I would structure a military war game. And that sometimes involves bringing in outsiders, people who aren't on staff, as it were, to play key roles because of their particular skill set.
Why?
To stir things up.
How?
Well, for instance, I did a war game loosely based on the Kurds and Turks. I had our boys pounding the hills of Kurdistan with missiles. But I also had a Northern Irish civil servant pretending to be the leader of the rebel forces, playing a character called Mr. Red, loosely based on Abdullah Öcalan, the incarcerated leader of the Kurdish terror group, the PKK. Mm-hmm. Well, it pissed off my top brass in the exercise audience enormously. They were all set to win a military victory, and then I sprang a diplomatic triumph upon them.
That's all very topical, isn't it, Öcalan, the Kurds?
You ask me what is the point. This is the point. The attacking of groupthink, complacency, herd mentality. That's why I need a contrary so-and-so like you in the mix, to play a role, like my Northern Irish civil servant did, to stir things up.
I can't act.
You'll be playing the role of a brilliant scientist who is an expert on virology, has no social skills, and is universally considered to be a pain in the backside. You would not have to act.
You've thought of everything, haven't you?
Planning is a strength of mine. Obsessionally, so some say.
I cannot take part in your wretched exercise.
Then I should go.
Please do.
Unless
Unless what?
you fancy a spot of lunch.
Ella,
I opened some wine.
I didn't know I had any wine.
I bought some. 2 bottles. Tuscan, rather good. £20 a bottle. I put it on my budget.
I haven't drunk wine since... I'll try another one of those.
It works better when gradually ingested. You get more sense of the aroma and the flavour that way.
Since Freddie was alive, he liked a glass of wine.
You miss him?
We spent 30 years together. He was my PhD supervisor, even though he wasn't much older than me. Then he went to Africa and he took me with him. We studied bonobos. We fell in love, got married. And then we went to Brazil. And by then we were deeply into primate genetics and virology. We had 3 monkey friends over the years, Freddie and I did. Not pets, they were our friends. And one by one they died of old age. 3 monkeys, 30 years. And then Freddie died. Oh, what a fatuous observation. Of course I miss him.
I'm sorry.
Is that why you're here? Because my husband died from the effects of a mutated virus.
I'm here because of your expertise in virology.
Everything I know I picked up as I went along. I was a primatologist, as I just explained. We both were. Monkey man and monkey woman. Epidemiology and genetics followed on from that.
I read your book on bonobos.
They're our closest cousins. The chimps and the bonobos, or pygmy chimps as they're called. They're not much smaller than other chimps. We spent 7 years in the Congo tracking them, Freddie and I, and befriending them and studying their behaviour and dissecting them when they died of natural causes. And then one day, we found a dozen dead beasts in the rainforest. They hadn't been shot, they hadn't been mauled, they were just dead. So we took them off to the lab to see what was wrong with them, and that's how we got into virus hunting.
And how did they die?
Don't you know? I assumed you'd read all my books and published articles, in abstract at least, before turning up to pester me in this unwarranted fashion.
Ebola, wasn't it?
One of the strains. Hemorrhagic fever. A vile way to die.
Indeed.
And so we spent 2 years tracking the infection, and we saved a lot of bonobos. We still don't know the reservoir animal, though. That's a mystery yet to be uncovered. I could give a talk for you, I suppose. Playing a character, being one of the team, that doesn't appeal, but I could contribute to the briefing stage of your war game exercise about our Safe Hunter program. That's where it starts. Hunting. It's the most intimate act possible between fellow creatures. When you hunt and kill, when a human rips an animal apart with his bare hands and tears the skin off and pulls out the intestines and organs and ends up covered in blood and entrails, well, that is without a doubt the perfect context for microbes to pass from animal to human. I can show you some great images of jaguars being butchered by smiling, semi-naked men in Brazil. Is that what you're looking for?
It's a pandemic preparedness exercise for hospitals in Leeds, Doncaster and Bradford. They don't kill a lot of jaguars in Yorkshire. In fact, we're working on the basis that there's a flu virus originating in Hong Kong. A family of 5 been on holiday there, and they caught the bug during the flight back from a local Hong Kong man who wheezed and gasped for the whole journey. And every tainted gasp was, of course, recycled by the air conditioning and pumped back into the body of the plane.
Yeah. Do the family of 5 have names?
Oh, yes, that's in the appendix. As I explained, I'm nothing if not thorough.
And do they all die?
Please, I have my professional pride. I can't give away the ending.
Well, that's all pretty simple. There's a global pandemic alert. Hong Kong is flagged. A child or an adult gets ill in the UK. The epidemiologists contact trace the infection and find the family have been to Hong Kong, at which point quarantine procedures are instituted in your Yorkshire hospital. It's all about communication and hygiene, washing your hands. It's simple protocol. Hospitals have these exercises all the time. Is this really the best you can do?
Oh, there's more. We have a Doncaster prostitute who's a super spreader.
Oh, well, that would certainly cause havoc. Street whore or high-priced call girl?
The latter. She infects all her clients who think they have a socially embarrassing STD, so they clam up and don't go to the doctor for ages.
That's a lot more interesting. It becomes a joint police and medical operation.
It's what we call an offline inject. It's not in the briefing notes. I lob it in unexpectedly. Someone has to have the initiative to call the police in. Someone has to have the, and I'm going to use an anatomical medical term here, balls, to send the nurses to interrogate the greater the good of up north and ask them if they've recently fornicated with the red-nosed, sniffly courtesan who was that posh flat overlooking the canal in central Leeds.
You said Doncaster.
Ah, her family live in Doncaster. Dad owns a bakery. Mum's the chief baker. Our girl is the black sheep. She was chucked out of school for taking drugs, but everyone loves her because she's nice and rather bubbly. Her sister gets married to a rich Asian boy. It's a huge wedding. Hundreds of guests. Every time she sneezes, someone else gets a splash of virus.
Oh, this is like a novel, this is.
But as you say, the protocols in a case like this are pretty straightforward. Everyone in the hospital where our exercise audience works will get nagged to wash their hands. They will wear masks, and they will definitely not allow influenza patients access to nebulizers that spray toxic snot all over the ward like a Victorian miasma.
That's good. That's very good. I lost 11 friends to nebulizers. Not Freddie. That was me. I killed Freddie. But all that induced sputum floating in the air. So many of the nurses in Sao Paulo went down with it. You'd think we'd have learnt from what happened in the SARS pandemic, but we didn't.
That's the point. People find it hard to learn from other people's experiences. That's why we war game. We've been doing it in the military for centuries. Now everyone's in on it. The point is to make it real. Make it real. Force people to make stupid mistakes, humiliating mistakes if need be, so that in the aftermath they have sleepless nights thinking, why didn't I do that?
A young male doctor, still sowing wild oats on a regular basis, recognises a patient who is dying of a ghastly strain of influenza. He knows her because she's a whore and he had sex with her once, on his birthday or with his Christmas bonus money, and he says nothing.
Exactly.
And half of Yorkshire dies. And that one man is to blame.
And that's how I play it.
That's not a war game. That's messing with people's minds. Are you allowed to do things like that? Such deceptive, sly things.
Whether I'm allowed or not, I do them. Sometimes people complain. Sometimes some people complain a lot. But our firm always gets the recommission. I'm a good earner, you see, for the company. I'm the war gamer they love to hate.
What's her name?
Who?
The call girl from Doncaster who lives in Leeds and who was chucked out of school for taking drugs, has a bubbly personality.
Deborah Brown. Her working name is Matahari. She did a module on espionage in the First World War for her AS in history.
Pretty?
We don't actually do visualizations, but in my mind, yes, pretty.
And would you?
Would I what?
Would you? It's a term men use. Would you? Give her one.
I'm too old for such shenanigans.
Nonsense! You're middle-aged, aloof, and clearly emotionally repressed. You're exactly the kind of person who would use prostitutes. Discreetly and probably shamelessly. You're my target vector.
I'm not. Vector? How am I a vector?
A mosquito is a vector. It carries the microorganism Plasmodium that causes malaria. In your scenario, the prostitute's clients are the vectors. Secretive, sly bastards like you, who are scared to admit they once spent the price of a small car for a night with a gorgeous Yorkshire hooker.
I've not... Sorry, I have to stop this right here. I've not had sex with a Yorkshire hooker.
Then who do you have sex with?
Excuse me? You can't ask me that.
If you don't shag whores, then where do you get it? Do you perhaps have a divorcee who gives you benefits? Do you give her a good seeing to once a month? Or are you more a falling in love with widows type? Sad, susceptible women in their late 50s or early 60s, like me, perhaps. Is that what this conversation is all about? You flirting with me? You trying to get me into bed?
No.
Pity.
Your comments, I'm sorry, they're offensive and highly inappropriate, Dr. Hoff.
Oh, don't be so stuffy. Petard. Petard to you.
What?
Petard. Hoist by your own petard. It's a military term.
I know what it means.
You like to mix things up, don't you? Mess with people's heads. For their own good, of course. Challenge their assumptions. Throw curveballs to make people reveal their worst character flaws. Oh, it must be fun, satisfying in a perverse and deeply manipulative way. So I thought, well, I'll give that a go. And yes, it is fun. But you, sir, you can dish it out, but you sure as hell can't take it.
You are a very complicated person.
I memorised the periodic table when I was 9. I still know it, and I'm not even a chemist. Does that make me complicated?
You either know nothing about people, or everything about people. I can't decide which.
I memorised the periodic table when I was 9 for a reason.
I'm sorry.
Oh, try and keep up, Bradley. It's an approach, it's a principle, classification, analysis. If you can do it with chemicals, you can do it with people. I know your type, Bradley. You're one of the rarer elements, but don't kid yourself that you're unique. I know you. I've got your number. I'm still speaking metaphorically, by the way.
I'm aware of that.
As in analogously with atomic number.
That's what I was aware of.
I've also spent a considerable amount of time with chimps. Do bear that in mind. And gorillas, too. Silverback gorillas. Human males are not so very different.
It's true. I want you. I want you, Alicia.
What?
For my war game exercise?
Your use of humour is very deft. Almost amusing, in fact.
Tell me about your husband. Tell me about Freddie.
Oh, you've done it again. Please don't.
I'm sorry. I've upset you.
The second part of that statement is true. The first, a rank lie. Yes, you've upset me, but you fully intended to do so. Any one of the people you spoke to about me, as you surely did for your prep for this meeting, would have advised you that my life with Freddie is a topic which is never to be raised.
I've hurt your feelings.
You've stirred my feelings. Reminded me of things I wanted to forget.
Is that why you're refusing to take part in my pandemic exercise?
Well, yes, I suppose it is. It's all too close to home, too evocative of terrible experiences I've actually gone through. Although if he were alive today, Freddie would...
Freddie would what?
He would not be impressed at my self-centeredness and lack of public spirit. Oh, damn you. Now I see it. You're exceptionally guileful. What would Freddie think? That's what I'm asking myself now, thanks to your mind games. Damn you.
Dr. Hoffman, I would like you to take part in my pandemic preparedness war game exercise. You have unique skills and expertise and considerable first-hand experience, and I assure you that what we are doing really does matter. So enough fencing. Are you in?
I'm in.
Alicia? Alicia?
Oh, what?
It's me, Bradley Shoreham.
Yes, I know. Obviously you are. I was thinking.
So I gathered.
How long?
Oh, about 40 minutes. You were talking to yourself for a while. A certain amount of hand-waving, lots of moving about in your chair, but you didn't get up.
Yes, that's how I think.
I thought you might be having a stroke. So I Googled the symptoms. You weren't.
Are you mocking me?
I've never seen anyone focus quite like that.
You asked me for my views on your pandemic exercise. I have some.
What are they?
I'll write them down. Leave me your email address and you'll get the PDF.
In broad terms.
Not flu. Flu's too easy.
Well, it doesn't matter what the virus is. It's how we deal with it.
It's a better story if it's a brand new pathogen. Your exercise audience will learn better if they feel there's a twist in the tail.
OK, then. What?
A dual infection. H1N1, aka influenza, which manifests as fever, trembling, so forth. Another swine flu. A mosaic virus made up of a reassortment of bird flu, human flu, and 2 different sorts of pig flu. localised in Hong Kong and Shenzhen.
Which are, let's face it, the global crucibles for these new viruses.
Exactly. Simultaneously with all this, there's a novel virus pandemic, originating in the same backstreet kitchens. That's why Shenzhen is so dangerous, you see. They have wild flavour restaurants on every street corner. Bushmeat, I mean. They serve snakes, lizards, camels, dogs, monkeys, civets, you name it, they eat it. They call this the era of wild flavour in China. That's the official name for it. They're so proud of what they're doing, you see. Their excess, their success. It's the fastest and greatest industrialisation of all time. But as well as all the skyscrapers and luxury homes, they have slums in Shenzhen that make the Victorian rookeries look like Versailles. And they butcher wild animals in cramped backstreet kitchens. The chefs and porters end up smeared in blood and faeces. That's how pandemics are born. So in my scenario, we have two pandemics from the same point of origin. And sometimes with the same very unlucky vectors. Slum dwellers who have H1N1 flu and are carrying UKV, unknown killer virus, which kills 10% of those it infects, 4 times as deadly as the 1918 virus.
I don't see the point. Both viruses will be treated in the same manner, by quarantine and isolation.
The incubation period of UKV will be longer, 4 weeks, maybe 12. So all those who've survived the first infection will be sent home. The hospitals will go back to normal. All the staff will be knackered. And that's when you give them part 2 of your double whammy. With a longer incubation period, the UKV spreads more and faster. It's everywhere, but no one notices it being born because so many of its victims are already infected with H1N1.
Now that's good. Your thinking fugue paid off.
Oh no, I had this idea when we were talking earlier. The thinking was me working out the genetic formula of UKV. Trust me, it's a doozy, as killer viruses go. High mortality rate, long incubation period, symptoms akin to hemorrhagic fever viruses like Marburg or Machupo, and it's round the world before you know it's there.
So, what do we do? I mean, how do we defeat UKV?
We don't. We merely lock the stable door, then shoot the horses. And then we die, lots of us. All at the same time. 1918, all over again, except there are more people in the world now. More densely packed, with more aeroplanes. Plagues can travel faster. And there is no cure. That's the cruel reality of it. The only way to survive is through immunity, natural and induced by vaccine. But even so, this would not be the end of days. Take comfort in that. There would, in short order, be a vaccine. But the carnage would be terrible. And to make things safe, you'd have to, well...
Have a mechanism for disposing of the bodies.
Think foot and mouth. Bonfires darkening the daytime sky.
It's a nightmare scenario.
Thank you. I did my best.
How likely is it?
Not very. Considerably less likely, I'd say, than you and I winning the lottery with the same numbers. Which means not likely at all, but still possible. So, who knows? Prepare for it, please.
I shall. I shall. Tell me how your husband died, Alicia.
Why? Is Freddie's tragic demise going to be part of your infernal exercise?
Yes.
Very well. You know the background. We were in Sao Paulo when the H5N1 virus struck.
Yes, I knew that.
We loved it there. Freddie was... No matter. The virus was a virulent strain, homegrown. Can't blame Hong Kong this time. Freddie and I, we were both part of the Global Response Network. There were 3 victims. One of them had died. We were called in to advise. We had a lung biopsy of one of the victims, so we poured our energies into analysing that. We had a PCR result within days. But the hospital staff kept getting ill. We'd played our part from a purely scientific point of view, but my local hospital, it was chaos. So I volunteered to help out. All the nurses who were able to get out of bed were there every day. No one skived or shirked. You get that, you see. Surprisingly often, people risk their lives so very often. Eventually, we called it a day. Duty done. I was totally exhausted by now. I'd been working 15-hour shifts. My arms ached. My throat was dry because the air in Sao Paulo was polluted and dusty. I'm just explaining I had the flu, but I've failed to self-diagnose. It's surprising, I know, but it happens, even with trained physicians. You think you're apart from it. Anyway, in the middle of the night, I woke up and I felt as if there were ants running up and down my body. I needed to go to the loo, and what came out was, well, you know the symptoms. And Freddie was still asleep. He'd had a few drinks the night before. He enjoyed life, Freddie did. So he didn't wake up, and he was snoring like, well, and I realised what was happening, so I walked downstairs to phone for an ambulance to get myself a safe distance away from the man I'd loved since... Let's not get into that. And I fell down the stairs. And it took me a while to get back up and phone. Freddie was awake by then, but I screamed at him not to touch me, not to come near me. I was taken into isolation and I was very ill, but I survived. But Freddie caught it from me. He died. Horribly, I gather, but I wouldn't know I was ill myself at the time.
In my view, Frederick Hoffman died a hero's death.
He risked his life. We all did. Every nurse, every doctor in that hospital is what we did.
But no one knows that. No one knows about these people and their acts of sacrifice. The parasitologist, Carlo Urbani, the nurse, Luo Nguyen, the doctor, Liu Jianlun, the primatologist, Frederick Hoffman. Every time there's a pandemic alert, there are a bunch of crazy, idealistic people around the world who leap to attention and deal with it. Every time. And it seems to happen every few years these days. 500,000 died in 2009 from swine flu globally, from that so-called false alarm. 1 million died from Hong Kong flu in 68-69. 1 million at least died in 57-58 from Asian flu. Not to mention Ebola, Sinombre, HIV.
Why do you want to know all this about how Freddie died?
Because it's the right ending to the story. My agenda is, I'm going to scare the shit out of my target audience, put them entirely on their mettle, with you role-playing a tough professional and scaring them with your fictionalized true-life stories. And when it's over, I want you to come out of character and be yourself and tell them just what you told me. A piece of actual truth. And then I want you to tell them that it was worth it. There are many heroes in the world, and often they die, and there are endless untold stories about them. So tell one. Freddie deserves that. It's a memorial for him.
It's a good memorial.
You loved him without limit. That's a good memorial, too.
Now you're being sentimental. Stop that. I won't help you if it's in the cause of a lot of slobbering, sentimental, touchy-feely claptrap.
Then try this. Freddie died a good death, so for pity's sake, you annoying, contrary old so-and-so, don't let it go to waste. Well, here we are.
Thank you for driving me.
You're welcome.
I believe I have to get into character now.
You'll be fine.
Of course I will. Don't patronise me.
Sorry.
The first patient died a week ago. George Lansbury is 79 years old. The second patient died yesterday. That's when they decided to send for me, Dr. Hilary Sloan, expert in global pandemics. The post-mortem of the child...
Michael Walker, 12 years old.
Did you have to kill a child?
Children and old people are most at risk.
You should call them patient X and patient Y. That way it wouldn't all seem so sad. Yes, don't give me that look. I know what your strategy is. You're like some evil deity sitting at a loom, pulling at the warp and weft of humankind.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Please do, though Lord knows how.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm always ready. Let's go.
Now I work for a large private company that runs war games. I spent years as a war game exercise writer in the army. I created a number of major exercises, including a mock conflict between Turkey and Kurdistan, which threatened to become a Third World War. The simulation of wars and disasters. That's my métier. These days I specialize in civilian wargaming, because everyone does it now. Corporations, government departments, laboratories, factories, power plants. They plan and act out potential catastrophes in structured role-play exercises, like children playing cowboys and Indians. Because that's the best way to contain or even prevent major crises. How's it going?
Hello?
Sorry.
I've got something.
What is it?
I'm forwarding it.
Normally, it's an exhilarating process. You have wargame exercises in aircraft hangars or control rooms, with armies of people talking on phones and shouting into radios. There's an energy about it all. This time, however, I'm running an exercise in cyber security for a large hedge fund, using a closed computer system that replicates the company's real computer system. A virtual replication of virtual reality. And no one talks. Hardly anyone takes a break. The keyboards are as loud as a hummingbird's wings. In other words, not very. Some of these guys never see daylight and don't appear to breathe. These are serious geeks who are saving their company from a vicious cyber attack. And if necessary, they'll work round the clock and chew their own lips for protein. Any progress, people?
Check your emails, dude.
Right. You're emailing me with information even though I'm standing just... Very good. Carry on, team. I feel like Colonel Blimp. I feel like I'm 100 years old, a relic from a past age.
Can you stop pacing? It makes it hard to focus.
A man whose idea of instant messaging is to give a tanner to a Baker Street irregular and send him running on his way.
Don't just stand there looming. It makes it hard to focus.
May I actually inquire what's happening, Mr. Driscoll?
Can you read code?
No.
Are you proficient in the manipulation of algorithms to create a rootkit to explore the back orifice of an encrypted system?
That's not really in my skill set, no.
I'll tell you when we're done.
Tell me now.
We've identified the source IP address. We've tracked it down to a server farm in Odessa, Russia, via a trail of proxies that stretches around the world. That's where the crackers are based. That's where the DDoS flames originate.
Distributed denial of service attacks?
You really are way out your depth, aren't you?
I normally deal with artillery bombardments, terrorist threats.
I've been doing this since I was 12. 3 commands, uncoded so as to be comprehensible even by a nil-byte steam brain such as yours. Listen, learn, don't loom.
Right.
You're looming.
I'm sitting...
Still looming.
That's a view to take your breath away.
Yes, it's impressive. Over there, behind Threadneedle Street, that was my first office. When we moved here, this was one of the tallest buildings in the city. Not anymore. Look at that one. The Pinnacle. That'll be the second highest tower in London after the Shard when it's done. There, the walkie-talkie. Over there, Richard Rogers and his cheese grater. Behold, the legacy of austerity Britain, one of the greatest building programs of all time.
Well, I'm sure all those hard-working financiers need their nice offices.
Indeed they do. I see you're the sarcastic type. How's it going down in the cyber suite?
Rather well. You've got a first-rate team.
I should hope so. We pay them enough.
They'd do it even if you didn't pay them.
That's true, isn't it?
Half the malware attacks on the web are defeated by unpaid white hat hackers. They do it because they love it. Because they believe in the ideal of the internet. A barter-based society which challenges the prevailing capitalist hegemony. Arguably, the most radical social movement since the 17th century levelers.
A bunch of pear-shaped people with bad skin living in cloud cuckoo land.
And now they work for you.
Some of them do. We recruit the best. One of my chaps is Will Hartley. He helped lick the configure virus. He had his own anti-spam network when he was 16, bigger than Spam House. He works on the 4th floor now. And Toby Driscoll, my head of cybersecurity. What do you make of him?
Clever, without a doubt. 22, unmellowed by age or manners. Treats me with withering disdain.
He's a genius, apparently. Completely undisciplined, but commendably loyal. How's he performing?
My Red Team used to work for British intelligence. They waged covert war on China for a decade and helped take down the Carter Bazaar website. Toby took them out in half a day. I'm running out of material. We may have to end this exercise 2 days early.
You're done?
Pretty much. Toby has the IP addresses of the criminal hackers. He claims to have contacts in the Petrograd intelligence service who owe him favors. They've agreed to handle a takedown, by which I mean kicking in doors and beating up hackers and throwing their machines out of windows. That part is not make-believe. Toby actually knows these people. It's amazing. These FSB guys are hardcore. Lord only knows what favors your lad has done for them. Best not ask, I suspect.
So, the exercise is over?
Not quite.
Yes, it is. Your job was to set up a war game exercise to test my cybersecurity. Our ability to cope with DDoS attacks, botnets flooding our company's servers with random transactions, swamping us, crashing the computers. That's our biggest fear. So many of our transactions are electronic. And it turns out we were up to it. Our pear-shaped monsters are better than their pear-shaped monsters. Game over. Time to get on with business. Am I right?
No. The distributed denial of service scam was merely phase 1.
There's a phase 2.
There is.
Well, that's news to me. Believe me, I did read your exercise brief extremely thoroughly.
There's more. I concealed part of the plan from you.
That's annoying.
It's meant to be annoying.
But smart? I'm paying you enough. It's good you're smart.
I'd be smart even if you didn't pay me.
Careful, Shoreham. I'm known for my hair-trigger temper.
So I've heard. You're a bully, some say.
Oh? Who says that?
And vindictive. You shout at people. Sometimes you throw things. I'm certainly not telling you who gave me that information.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what people say about me.
Just as well.
Even so, you're out of line. Consider yourself rebuked.
Hey, dude, what's your problem? Chill, why don't you?
Sorry?
Forgive me. I've been spending too long in the company of pear-shaped and socially clueless geeks. I'm losing my ability to toady to an evil capitalist bastard such as yourself.
What? What did you say?
I said I'm losing my ability to toady to an evil capitalist.
I heard what you said. No need to actually repeat it.
Of course there isn't. You have an eidetic memory, a PhD in philosophy. Your paper on George Soros's theory of reflexivity is considered to be a classic. Yet you choose to spend your days as a robber baron, wrecking economies, asset-stripping companies, and generally messing...
I don't wreck economies.
You do it all the time. A hedge fund brought Thailand to its knees. A hedge fund stole £1 billion from the British taxpayer. A hedge fund...
Yes, I accept shorting the Bart did cause what one might describe as bloody chaos, but that was the Thais' fault for not having the wit to devalue. Their loss, my gain, because I did have a stake in that one. It wasn't just Druckenmiller and Soros.
You're a thug. A thief. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Not at all. It's our job, you see, to correct the market. In the same way a boxer with a sloppy guard gets a corrective punch to the jaw by his opponent. Bang! Put your guard up, man. The same was true of Norman Lamont, he of the Badger hair. Black Wednesday was a failure of political intelligence. We gave him a bloody nose because...
Too aggressive.
Then I'll dial it down. In my view, it should be called White Wednesday because it was a wake-up call to Her Majesty's government who were taught the hard way that the ERM was a fundamentally flawed mechanism. The market-efficient model of global finance has few adherents these days, you see, and our philosophy at Pemberley is to blend statistical arbitrage...
Too dry, too academic, way too boring.
What exactly are we rehearsing for, anyway?
Nothing in particular. I thought you were sounding smug. I decided to keep you on your toes.
Well, that's not... Are you teasing me?
Yes, I am. Taunting you, in fact. You have a reputation for being volatile, easily riled. That's not acceptable in a CEO making a public appearance. You'll get a lot worse than this before a select committee, believe me. So learn to take a punch. Don't get snappy. But don't get into academic mode either. People find that patronizing. De haut en basse, if you know what I mean.
Of course I know what you mean. I speak medieval French.
Oh, don't show off either. It's bad enough you're rich as Croesus. Try not to lord it over the rest of us. I'm sorry, did you say something? Now you're glowering. Don't glower. Stay calm. I'm doing my job. To provoke you and to challenge you. This is a senior management training exercise. You're the CEO. Did you really think you could just hang around and observe?
Very well. Let me put it this way, Bradley. A whole generation of academics argued that the market is efficient and rational. It's not. It's the product of psychology, bias, and irrationality, and that's how we work at Pemberley. That's why our methods work. But don't forget, we serve a vital function, because without hedge funds, the global economy would die from lack of liquidity. We are the water in the desert. You can't do without us. I'm not ashamed of that. And do you expect water to be ethical, or do you merely drink it gratefully? I'm not ashamed either of giving an average 26% rate of return to my investors over the past 28 years. The market, you see, is an ecology, which means you have grass, you have cows, you have deer, and you have the big beasts, the tigers, the lions, the leopards. That's us. You can't have an ecology without predators. And besides, the leopards and lions are beautiful creatures. Hence, extending the metaphor, what we do is beautiful. It truly is. We stare into an ocean of chaos and we see patterns that no one else can see. We hear the ghosts on the battlefield. And we make money out of it.
Better. Much better. I like the water in the desert line. If in the course of this exercise your firm is accused of parasitical greed, reach for the water in the desert line. You could also mention how many college endowments have been boosted by hedge funds, and slip in a note about your philanthropy. It's truly impressive what the Pemberley Trust gets up to. But less of the bragging. Nobody loves a boastful leopard that refuses to change its spots.
I'm sorry, but I thought this was meant to be a purely cyber exercise. I hadn't anticipated you'd be wargaming PR and finance.
You hadn't anticipated? I thought that was your job, anticipating.
Ah, here you are.
Bang on schedule.
You're rooftop Erie. I've been calling you, boss.
My phone is on silent, Toby. I'm not at your beck and call. What is it?
There's been a development. Ransomware.
Phase 2.
What's ransomware?
Oh my God, it's you've never seen anything like it.
It's what? Say what you mean, for crying out loud.
It's porn. Net is plural. It's just one sticky jar of honey.
Honey pot, which means
I should be giving this briefing.
that the hackers deliberately allowed us to access the source IP address of the DDoS attacks in order to distract us.
It was a cul-de-sac. A standalone PC with a fixed IP address running a bunch of scripts masquerading as an evil command and control server.
Yes, I was coming to... Look, I've got this, Toby.
I seriously doubt that.
We didn't, in fact, use the real-life Russian agents who Toby so kindly woke up at 3 a.m. in order to arrest a bunch of black hat hackers who don't actually exist. But, as per the exercise, we received a message that the virtual police officers who entered the premises where the computer was supposed to be found that...
Cul-de-sac, standalone PC, I just said that.
Toby, perhaps you'd like to finish the briefing?
No, I'm good. I want to hear you talk about the porn.
Meanwhile, we received an alert from our email filtering software.
Yeah, get that. All internal emails are monitored. Can you believe that? Old boring person with a funny arm.
Do call me Bradley. Yes, I was aware of that, Mr. Driscoll.
In case we download porn or set up drug deals on our office computers, which, you know, we wouldn't want to do, but we want to be able to do. I mean, freedom of speech covers freedom to drug deal, doesn't it?
Toby.
And yet, I can show you a website where you can buy coke and smack at half the street value, which you can access with a smartphone from the cubicle in the toilet. Hello!
Toby!
This whole monitoring thing, it's an invasion of privacy. Last month, I got a reprimand for downloading images of cats falling over.
Toby, I believe the chief operating officer of your company is in the middle of a briefing.
Nah, it doesn't matter. It's only an exercise. Hey, what did happen to your arm? Were you born like that?
Toby, shut up!
Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me! I'm autistic. I become hysterical when people shout
Oh,
at me.
you're not autistic. That was last year's extremely unamusing charade.
Even so, I'm very, very strange.
Toby, shut up, or I'll slash your bonus and have your company car painted canary yellow.
Zip.
Pornographic emails were sent to the computer of my colleague Danny Webber, who, as you all know, but Mr. Shoreham probably doesn't, is a stock picker and segment manager with Pemberley Finance. Can someone let Danny in?
Yes, of course, Andrea.
Hey guys.
Right. A forensic computer search of the office computers alerted me to the arrival of pornographic images on the network. These were traced to Danny's terminal. Danny, do you have anything to say to me or Mr. Pemberley?
Nope, I've never seen that stuff before in my life. It's a fit-up.
What images are we talking about?
Do we really need to watch this again?
Yes.
Hey, simpatico. Me and my boss, sado porn junkies. Oof, alarming.
All right, cue the projector.
Oh, hey, let's hear the... Ooh,
Look, we don't need to hear it. I just wanted you to see that.
Actually, it's better without the sound. It's artistic.
It's-
like ballet without the, ballet.
It's not. All right. Look, that's enough.
Let it run.
I've got the rest of the movie in my memory stick, guys.
Right.
oh,
Spoiler alert. In 5 minutes' time, her husband will come home.
No, he's not really the husband. He's...
Right,
sorry.
okay,
Oh!
Now, this means we've been hacked.
I dispute that. That's not possible.
Oh, it's possible. We spend 10 million a year on computer security, but someone hacked into a stock picker's machine and loaded up a porn movie. And if they did that, they could have... Ooh, well, who knows?
If I were Lord Sugar, Toby, you know where I'm going with this.
It's not possible. It couldn't have happened. Therefore, it didn't happen.
It happened, Toby. All right, this isn't an exercise brief that we got by email. We searched the actual bloody computer. Now, we found the movie on the C drive, hidden in the root directory. Red team have won.
Maybe it did happen.
Just to be clear, guys, I didn't watch this movie on my computer, but if I did, so what? We've all seen movies like this before, except for Andrea, maybe. But hey, I'm a 28-year-old red-blooded male, for crying out loud. I had strippers at my stag night, and some of those girls friended me afterwards on Facebook. I'm not remotely embarrassed about it.
That's not the point.
That's not at all the point.
True. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. The hacking, how it was done. That's the point.
Well done, Mr. Shoreham. You've won. How did you do it?
Stuxnet.
What's that?
Iran.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Iran.
I just said Iran. Don't repeat what I just said to make people think you actually knew the thing I just said.
The Stuxnet virus was used to destroy the centrifuge on one of Iran's nuclear power plants.
Yes, I knew that. Of course I knew. You know, I have overall responsibility for computer security in this company, so of course I...
Please.
No, but... Yes, sorry, correct.
Some say the Israelis were behind it, some blame the Americans. The virus itself...
I can explain the virus itself.
We don't need to know the ins and outs of the virus itself. The point is...
The virus itself is a
point
beauty.
is these nuclear power plants are closed systems. Intranet, not internet. No internet access was allowed. It was a closed box. However, the USB memory sticks were used to convey information from one machine to another within the building. So the Black Ops team threw some higher-grade USB sticks over the wall. Few office workers found them and blagged them, as you do. And once the memory stick was inserted into the computer in accounts, the virus was free to spread, as it did. Hence the entire centrifuge blew up. Trojan horse, techno style.
We don't allow flash drives or memory sticks. We're not that stupid. We're not that stupid. Don't horse whisper me. I said we're not that stupid.
Danny, did you turn off the wireless synchronization on your smartphone?
Yes?
He didn't, I did. That would be so easy. You pick up a virus on your smartphone, your phone syncs automatically with your computer when you sit at your desk. Your contacts update, the virus slinks across, and once it's in the network, well, it's a cancer cell. It's in your liver, it's in your lungs. You die horribly. You don't think I've considered that scenario?
Toby, you need to write...
Every employee has a company smartphone. The wireless sync is not switched off. It does not exist. The module has been physically removed. That was my idea. I knew about Stuxnet. I've emulated Stuxnet. I built it on my home computer.
Toby,
I actually...
there's a dribble on your chin.
Oh, I've
Right.
improved Stuxnet. I could have taken out the Iranians. I could wage war on the Chinese like your precious bloody red team did if I'd had the chance. So why don't you speak to your spook friends, Bradley Shoreham? Tell them you've got a genius killer hacker who could save the world, except I wouldn't do that. I don't believe in capitalism. I've lost my train of thought.
Did you just say I don't believe in capitalism?
Kiss my gluteus maximus, Mr. Pemberley. Look, I'll fall on my sword if my security systems have failed. I'll log off permanently. I'll buy an abacus. I'll read books made of paper in which characters say prithee. It can't have happened. All the phones are secure. There are no flash drives. No one can hack my baby. That's like stealing Conan's sword. It can't be done.
How can anyone who is employed by this company at a fantastically high salary not believe in capitalism?
If I could just bring us back to the point before we commence the next stage of this exercise. Danny, is this your phone?
Nice catch.
Is it? Your phone?
Well, it's a smartphone. They all look alike.
Check the contacts.
Well, it's got all my contacts, but my phone's...
Take out the phone from your inside jacket pocket. Hand it to Toby. Toby, open up the picture gallery. What's the first photograph you've seen?
It's a baby.
Let me see. That's my baby, Alexa.
Second photo?
It's a bigger baby.
And that's Alexa on her second birthday. Those are my photos. That's my phone. They're both my phone.
The phone I threw to you. That's your phone. The other phone, the one Toby is holding, the one you've been carrying for the last 2 days, is a clone. All the data has been replicated, but the clone phone does have a wireless sync module, and it's turned on, and there's a virus inside. That's the carryover for this computer plague, the phone. I sent a black ops team to steal it from your locker when you were in the gym down the street. They duplicated the data and replaced it within half an hour. That's the point of entry. Old-fashioned burglary.
Bravo. But Danny, really, how can you not know your own phone?
It's a new handset. I've only had it a week. No scratches, no nicks. How was I to know?
Yeah, well. GG, old man. You thrashed me in the boss fight. Righteous.
Yo. Danny, I think you have an email.
Which one?
This phone.
I'm not playing this game.
Read the email, Danny.
I'm out of it. I'm going home.
That's nice work, Bradley, but haven't you made your point? Surely the exercise is over now. We'll ban all mobile phones on the premises. Job done.
Read the email, Danny.
It's that word. PWNED. How'd you say it? Those bastards have pwned me. Now, they admit they put porn on my computer, and now they're saying if I don't do exactly as they say, they'll put more porn on my home computer, where my wife can find it, where the police can find it. Real porn. Like kiddie porn. Frame me as a paedophile unless I do what they want.
And what do they want?
They want me to do what I do. I'm a stock picker. They want me to pick badly, make terrible and unsustainable decisions, so they can short sell against me and win. And they want me to embezzle from the trader accounts to siphon the money across to them. They have a method that will allow me to do that, so they say. Look, is this part of the exercise?
Of course it is.
So it's not really happening. It's not...
The point is, you have to treat it as if it's real. Absolutely real. That's the essence of roleplay. If you don't do what these people say, they'll frame you, and your life will be over. Think about that, Danny. You'll be sacked. You'll go to jail. Your wife will leave you. Your daughter will grow up hating you. If you don't do everything they say. Everything. You'll be branded in knots. So what are you going to do, Danny?
What?
What will you do? Will you yield to blackmail? Will you steal from your own firm? Will you?
I can't be expected to... I can't...
Yes or no?
Yes!
Danny, are you okay? You look upset. I mean, you do know this is just an exercise, yeah?
What? Yes. Of course, I know it's an exercise. I know the answer is no. Of course, I would never betray Malcolm. The team... I would never... I don't know why I said yes, Malcolm. To hell with these people. Who do they think they are?
Well said, Danny. I know I can rely on you. Cheers.
I said no, actually. I don't drink. Not when I'm on duty, as it were.
I poured it now. It's Premier Cru. Take it.
I'm sorry. Thanks anyway.
I said, take it.
I said no.
He who pays the piper?
I'd love a glass of that delicious champagne.
Man. Cheers. Well played. It's been a very entertaining few days.
Yeah, well, a bracing exercise. Especially that last twist. Do people actually do that? Blackmail people with porn?
It has been done. At least a dozen cases reported.
God.
I know of scores of more that were hushed up.
That makes you feel so vulnerable, doesn't it? I mean, I actually have my own online reputation manager, the same one that the firm uses, but even so, you can never really control what people say about you.
That's true. I Googled myself once. Never again.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. It was a ruthless trick, what he did to poor Danny Weber. Don't you worry, Bradley, about how people perceive you. With all due respect, and bear in mind I am one myself, you really are a bastard.
I do what I do for the right reasons. And the answer is no. I rarely worry about how people might perceive me. Besides, I thought Mr. Weber handled it well.
No, I wouldn't say so. He crumbled. He's weak. He's out.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you saw the look in his eyes. Young wife, small child, what does he value most, them or me? Answer them. I'll tell you what I saw today. I saw a man so in love with his darling bride, he forgot his boss was standing in front of him. I was expecting rivers of testosterone, a show of quintessential Pemberley predators take no shit attitude. Instead, all I saw, it was pathetic. That's not the game we play. The game we play is do or die. That little devil would have sold me out, no doubt about it. So, I have to make the call. He's out.
No, I'm sorry, that's not all. OK, Danny had a moment of panic, but by and large his performance was acceptable. After the panic, after the shock of it, he pulled himself together.
No, he lost it. End of story. We depend on our pickers, you see. If one of them goes rogue, they could sink this whole ship. And that's a weak man I saw today. If he crumbles over something like that, who knows what he might or might not do when cometh the next financial apocalypse. No, I'll move him on, consider it done.
But this is a training exercise. People are allowed to make mistakes. That's assuming he did make a mistake, which is debatable. Next time...
There'll be no next time. Well, don't worry, you'll find a place elsewhere. There are plenty of firms who'll happily take a Pemberley reject. He's not a stakeholder, he has no skin in the game, he's gone.
I'm sorry, but I'm uncomfortable with that, Mr. Pemberley.
Oh, in that case, let me reconsider. I've reconsidered. He's gone.
When Malcolm makes a decision, it's...
You're missing the whole point of what I do. The point is to test people to their limit, to challenge them, shock them, sometimes annoy them. That's my raison d'etre. Training through real-life enactment. The lessons Danny has learned today will...
With all due respect, Bradley, you don't get to have a raison d'etre. You work for me.
That's true, of course.
Last day of the exercise tomorrow. So what else do you have in store?
Oh... I'll think of something.
Hi, this is Greg from Pemberley Finance. We've just received an email purporting to come from you guys. Can we check on that?
Hi,
please?
this is Pete from Pemberley Finance. We're in the middle of a cyber exercise.
Yes,
Who are
I
you
can
meant
hold.
to be?
I am holding. Can you hurry
Hi,
up, please?
this is Pemberley Finance, trading account number XX7724699. I want to check on a series of transactions. That
What's
took place
happening?
today.
You know what's happening.
More to the point, how are you dealing with what's happening?
It's kindergarten stuff. Spear phishing attacks. Fake emails from customers we deal with regularly. With forged EV certificates and perfect cloning. Targeting us, our brokers, and the senior executives of companies in which we have major holdings.
That is indeed what I suggested in my exercise brief. You never know with Red Team, though. Sometimes they throw a curveball. Once they declared war with Russia when we were merely supposed to be wargaming supply chains for mobile phone companies.
I thought yesterday was a lot more fun, targeting a senior exec.
They call it whaling.
Yes, I know. They call it whaling.
Phishing with a PH, by extension spear phishing. Whaling, cracking, kernels, trojans, worms. I do admire the vocabulary you people have created.
You people?
How much do you earn a year, Toby?
That's impertinent.
Tell me anyway.
I bought a Maserati with my last Christmas bonus, as well as upgrading my company car to a Porsche.
Which Maserati?
The 2012 Ghibli.
Good choice. It's a beautiful vehicle. Twin-turbo V6 engine?
100 kilometers an hour in 5.6 seconds.
Do you have a track where you can race it?
I don't drive all that fast, actually. I'm not very coordinated in real-world terms. I just like the feel of it. The power.
We have a simulator tank. Or rather, my friends in the army do. Where we train Apache attack helicopter pilots. It's just like an arcade game, but it's the real thing. You can fly it, shoot missiles, simulate a crash landing. I could take you along one day if you like, sign you up for a day's training.
You would do that?
Yes.
Why?
Because I like you.
How on earth can you like me? You don't understand a thing about what I do. You can't even read code.
You're good at what you do. That's what I like.
I don't know what to say.
Thank you.
Oh, whatever.
That's a bit ungracious.
Kiss my gluteus maximus, huh?
You rebuff my friendship, and yet when Pemberley whistles, you come running. I find that odd, if you don't mind me saying so. You know what Pemberley says about you, don't you, behind your back?
Of course I know. Calls me a geek. Calls me a pear-shaped monster, though, in fact, I've lost a ton of weight since I was a teenager. Says my girlfriend is so fat she needs her own bus to come into town. It's just banter. It's a thing we do.
You don't mind? He says your girlfriend is fat?
I don't have a girlfriend. That's Will Hartley on the 4th floor. He has the girlfriend.
Ah. I don't know how we got to here.
You were trying to turn me against Malcolm Pemberley.
No, I wasn't. Testing for cracks. It's part of my brief. Your boss was quite explicit about his requirements. Find out who hates me, he said. Find out who's bad-mouthing me. He calls it senior personal stress testing.
I'm not the brittle metal in this outfit.
I know you're not. You're loyal.
Why wouldn't I be?
Because, well, you're an idealist. You say so on your blog. You believe in utopian ideals of the internet. You believe all information should be freely available to all. And yet you're working for an evil capitalist.
Don't give me all those cliches. What we do is not evil. It's morally neutral and necessary.
Oh, come off it. Look how many people lost their pensions. Look at...
Granted. That all happened, but it's the investment banks that cause the credit crunch, not us. This place is not a bank. Malcolm Pemberley is a rich man. But he's also an academic, an entrepreneur. He's put his own money in this company, and his senior stock pickers all have to do the same. We're the essence of capitalism. We take risks, we get rewards. Some firms go down. That's the way it is. It's Darwinian finance. We have the leopards.
Your leopard's not dear. I had that speech.
Well, it's a good speech. You said you like me, Mr. Shoreham, but I don't want you to like me. I'd rather be treated like crap by Malcolm Pemberley because his respect is worth fighting for.
What's happening now?
Oh. Well, the screens are going mad. The screens are going mad. What's happening now?
We have a mole.
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
A whistleblower, in fact. It's a major security breach.
This is part of the exercise, I take it.
Yes, of course, Mr. Pemberley.
For the purposes of the exercise, there's been a major security.
But it hasn't really happened.
Well, it's happened as part of the exercise.
Right, so what did the whistleblower blow?
Someone on the inside of Pemberley Finance has obtained information that could be very damaging to our reputation and to investor confidence. Mm-hmm. It's been dumped on a website, picked up on Facebook and Twitter. I mean, it's around the world. It's like...
Said Oberon, fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim half a league. To which Puck replied, I'll put a girdle round the earth in 40 minutes.
You know that stuff by heart.
Those halcyon days before the World Wide Web.
Following our protocols, we are now referring this crisis to you, Mr. Pemberley. Mm-hmm. And we've also summoned Jeff Butcher, our head of PR.
I'm fully briefed, up to speed. I didn't know I was meant to be a part of it. No matter.
Right, we also have Melissa Ryan, an operative of Number One Security, who have the contract for private investigation services at Pemberley UK.
Yep, that's me.
That's quite the roller coaster ride. Porn one day, WikiLeaks the next.
No, it's not a hack. We've not been hacked. Someone, well, Well, it's one of us.
We'll be taking statements from every member of the IT team.
I don't mean one of us, I mean one of you. You guys, the stock pickers, the back office boys. We geeks don't have access to that kind of information.
We'll also be speaking to every member of the trading and support teams. We get a lot of this leaking. It's becoming a craze.
I mean, the stuff you guys get up to. We don't know the half of it.
No, you don't need to.
We just do the IT.
Actually, now I think about it, Toby, I should update you more fully on this aspect of the exercise brief. Sending the file. Should be on your iPad now.
What?
I've got it. I'm reading.
No, there's no need for you to... I haven't read it myself yet. What exactly has been leaked?
That's not important, Mr. Pemberley.
Oh, why not?
I'm still Oh, this is... Whoa.
Well, for the purposes of the exercise, it's not. It hasn't really been leaked. It's just gone on our virtual World Wide Web, which only exists on the 6th floor of Pemberley Finance. It might as well be a telephone directory that was leaked. The point is, how would we handle a scenario such as this?
Good scenario. I'll brief the board as soon as you find the culprit. I assume there's a fall guy.
Indeed. The person responsible for the leak will be acting out a role as specified in my exercise brief. The data released onto the supposed World Wide Web is just a confection of stuff that I cooked up and in no way relates to the actual trading activities of Pemberley Finance. It's just a credible series of allegations based on previous cases occurring at comparable finance houses.
I'm done. I've read it all. Speed reading. I haven't read the whole document, obviously, but I've read the summaries and the headline points. I've got the gist. Well, more than the gist. I've got most of it.
So the point is, we need a leak inquiry.
Because that's what I'm like. Thorough, obsessional, smart, able to absorb and understand information very fast. Quick on the uptake, in other words. Except, now I think about it, perhaps not so very quick after all.
Who's leading this? Andrea? Do you have the ball here?
It's fascinating stuff, this dossier our whistleblower has leaked. Tax fraud, insider dealing, aggressive short selling, sweetheart deals. You know, one company was destroyed.
Toby, sorry to cut you off, but we need to press on. Now, what I suggest is...
Don't interrupt me. One company, here it is, was destroyed by one of our trading teams. Some evil bastard working for Pemberley Finance spread allegations that the chief executive of this target company, Dewberry Manufacturing, was screwing his company chairman, or rather, chairwoman, and embezzling funds. Both allegations were false, but the share price plunged, and since we'd shorted, we made a killing.
Toby, you're in a meeting, right? You can't just carry on talking.
Yes, I can. I can keep talking till the security guards come and throw me out. Don't try and stop me. Another time, listen up guys, we leaked a story about a listed company to a financial journalist, alleging they were manipulating their balance sheet. They weren't, but the story ran. We were shorting that too, of course, so we made a killing. I'm scrolling through now. There are dozens of these stories, Mr. Pemberley.
This is part of the exercise, I take it.
All about companies with fictional names, but if you have the brains you were born with, you can link them to real stories that really happened. Informants getting payoffs in brown envelopes, making calls on pay-as-you-go mobile phones, then binning them, ripping up SIM cards with their teeth. All of them leaking inside data to us. Meanwhile, the Dirty Tricks team at Pemberley is spreading lies around the markets like some toxic plague, and every time a company dies, we make a killing.
It's fiction, Toby. It's made up.
I admit some of the details are true. That's the art of the exercise writer.
Thank you for your contribution, Toby. Now, we've arranged a press conference for 6 this evening, Malcolm.
I can guarantee that I'll be ready for anything they throw at me. We have the highest standards of integrity in this firm, blah, blah. Can the water that you find in the desert be ethical? Actually, yes, I'll try that line. Any chance we could feed the press a story about one of my charities? Doing good, giving trips to the seaside to spastic kids and the like. We do that, don't we?
Excellent idea. I'm on it, sir.
I believe children with special needs is the favoured term, Malcolm.
Yes, that's what I said.
But the point is, they're all true, aren't they? Mr. Pemberley, these allegations, they are all things the company has done at some point. God, it's obvious now I think about it. Now I remember all the things that have happened in the past and in my time here. That's how we work. We do have a Dirty Tricks division, those guys on the 4th floor. And we generate amazing returns, results that can't be explained by honourable means. We're not what I thought. God, we're not water. We're just gangsters in suits.
Right, easy now, Toby.
I think we found our whistleblower here. Quite the hothead.
He's not the whistleblower. I wrote the brief, I should know. He's just venting.
That's right, I'm just venting. Let's get on the case. Huh? Let's seal this breach. It's an improbable scenario, though, isn't it? If you don't mind me saying so, Bradley, this whole whistleblower thing. The idea that anyone in a place like this would have the, integrity or the courage or the sheer bloody whatever to blow the whistle on this whole corrupt...
Toby, you're boring me. Shut up. Or your Christmas bonus will be a meal for one in Pizza Hut, and you can buy your own wine.
Oh, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. As you know, I live and die by my Christmas bonus. I fancy an Alfa Romeo 4C this year. Nice little runabout. Mustn't miss that.
Toby, are you okay?
I'm fine, Bradley. I just got my wake-up call. Ring, ring. I'm awake.
The offer is still open, by the way.
The what?
The Apache simulator? I meant it. Everything I said earlier wasn't part of the exercise.
I might take you up on that, Bradley, since I seem to be, asking myself what I'm doing with my life. Why am I working for a company which preys on other companies? We don't even hide it. We pride ourselves on that metaphor. Predators. That's our nickname. The Pemberley Predators. We are...
Toby, for pity's sake, you annoying nerd, zip it! You're in danger of really pissing me off.
Oh, yes, Mr. Pemberley. Whatever you say, Mr. Pemberley.
Right, Toby, don't do that face. I know what that face means.
Zip.
For the purposes of the exercise, Pemberley Finance has been accused of multiple cases of insider dealing and market fixing. Its reputation has taken a nosedive. Front page of The Guardian tomorrow will cover the story of Pemberley's crooked deals. There will be calls for the COO and the CEO to resign. This will, I predict, lead to the formation of a parliamentary select committee with a specific aim of clamping down on abuses in the hedge fund industry, prompted by the discovery that companies like Pemberley conduct themselves like the American mafia. There will be renewed talk of a Robin Hood tax. There will be outrage. There will be talk of finding a new, better system to run our affairs, a system that doesn't rely upon corruption, lies, and fraud. These are the challenges awaiting you in the next stage of the exercise.
We can deal with all that. Our priority, for the purposes of the exercise, is to find the whistleblower. Find him or her, then get them sacked and out of this building by the end of the day.
Yes, Mr. Pemberley. And what do we do after that?
After that, business as usual.
In Ransomware by Philip Palmer, Bradley Shoreham was played by Tim Woodward, Malcolm Pemberley by Michael Burtonshaw, Toby by Nathan Stewart Jarrett, and Andrea by Lydia Leonard. Danny was Matthew Watson, Melissa Philippa Stanton, and Jeff David Seddon. Other parts were played by Ben Crow and Hannah Wood. The producer was Sasha Yevtushenko, and the director, Owen O'Callaghan.
We'll be tackling the well kit in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Hold your position, please.
I'm getting an alarm signal. The gas pressure's rising.
Yeah, I see that. We knew that would happen.
I'm getting a calibration error alarm.
No, ignore that. It's a minor glitch.
The tool pusher and roughnecks are in position. It's hell down there, they say. They're coated in mud and totally knackered. The oil is still gushing out of the seabed. It's filled the annulus. The blowout preventers are feeling the strain. But they are ready when you are, Tom.
Gas pressure is still rising.
You can light the flare booms in your order, Tom.
Light them.
Lighting them now.
And again.
And again.
Gas pressure is stable.
The drilling crew are awaiting your order to deploy the kill pipes, Tom.
Run through the evacuation and fire procedure status, please. All non-essential crew are aware of their muster points. Firefighting teams are suited up. Rescue teams are in a state of readiness in the event we get a blowout and it hits a spark. Thanks for that, Jack. Jock. Oh, sorry. Status of the support vessels and air sea rescue helicopters, Sean.
Valiant is in position. Rescue 412 is in position. Rescue 32 is in position. Endeavour is in position. Ione is in position.
Okay, do it.
Cameron, this is the control room. We have the go-ahead to drown the well kick. Please proceed.
So what happens now?
Look at your screens. The outcome will be illustrated with an icon.
An icon?
If you failed and there's a massive spill or a gusher, you'll see a picture of a seabird covered in oil. Dead, blackened, despoiled. Guaranteeing you a front page headline and no bonus. If you've succeeded...
Ah. Oh, very droll. Is that meant to be me?
We did it. Result.
Congratulations and a job well done.
Not so soon. Your man over there is looking somewhat agitated.
I've got the tool pusher in channel now. They flooded the well with high density mud as per the plan, but there's still gas coming up. There's a heavy seepage of oil too. You think it's going to kick again?
We need to get another team down there. Use explosives to...
Wait.
With respect, Mr. Wilson, they've been at this 4 hours. If we don't relieve them soon...
Wait. Status report?
We're still getting our seepage.
I've got Mick on channel. He wants to try again with the explosives.
Tell him no. Wait. Wait a bit more.
It's okay.
Thank you, Mick. We've got that.
Status?
The BOPs are reporting moderate pressure only. The gusher's been contained. We put the genie back in the bottle.
No, is that it? Are we done?
The exercise is over. And now we have the after-action review. See what we can learn from the mistakes that were made in the last 3 days of the exercises.
There were no mistakes.
You dropped a pipe. A 30-foot-long pipe crashed onto the drill floor, almost killing the 2 men beneath it.
No, you did that. Your exercise brief did. My men would never, in real life, drop a weld pipe in such an incompetent fashion.
It can happen. I've seen worse. One time, there was a laddie with a huge gut on it.
That's an urban myth, Jock. A roughneck who was disemboweled when his beer belly was clipped by a fallen oil pipe. I know that story. I doubt it ever happened.
Ah, well, perhaps I didn't exactly see it myself.
Yeah, well, you're all bluster, man.
The old tales are the best.
Well, not in my book. I don't like tall tales. Now, you need to learn that about me. My point is, we dealt with the improbable accident created by the exercise brief in record time. No errors, no confusion, no crossed wires. I told you, Mr. Shoreham, I run a tight ship here.
True. Very true. Why do I feel you resent me?
We do these drills every month. We have an excellent relationship with the HSE. We know what we're doing. We don't need...
What?
Nothing. Look, glad to have you on board. Always nice to have a tune-up.
You don't like outsiders, interlopers, telling you how to do your job.
Are we finished here? I have a drilling platform to run.
I said we give a joint briefing to my CEO. She got here an hour ago. She's with our ex-con team now.
Well, no time. I'm busy.
I'd appreciate it as a nice gesture to me. And by the way, Tom, the exercise is still running, so I insist.
Is your boss a soldier too?
She was a fighter pilot. Retired young, set up her own company. If she ever gives you a lift, trust me, it's an interesting experience.
Nice little earner for you lot, isn't it? Lose some wars, then come out and tell other people how to do their jobs.
Shall we go? My name is Bradley Shoreham. I used to be a soldier. Now I work for a large private company that runs war games.
I'm Claire Patterson.
Tom Wilson.
How's it going?
We're ahead of schedule, it seems. I spent years as a war game exercise writer in the army, before doing the same thing in Civvy Street. I've fought wars in China and Russia. I've invaded Pakistan. I've sent Turkey into battle against the Kurds. The simulation of wars and disasters, that's my métier.
That was no big deal. Seabed was unstable. When we drilled down, we got ourselves a potential gusher. We capped it, then killed it. It's all in a day's work for me.
These days, I specialize in resilience, wargaming for civilians. Because everyone does it now. Corporations, government departments, laboratories, factories, power plants. They plan and act out potential catastrophes in structured role-play exercises. Like children playing cowboys and Indians. Because that's the best way to contain or even prevent major crises. Last month I dealt with a deadly pandemic in the north of England. This month I'm out in the North Sea, testing the patience of the management and crew on an oil rig that's experienced so many Bradley Shoreham-created disasters in a few short days that some might consider it to be cursed.
You were lucky. there was that mishap with the oil pipe, we could easily have been looking at a major environmental disaster. A bigger and more toxic spill than the Gulf of Mexico situation.
That was a different scenario. They had an underwater blowout and a massive explosion on the rig to contend with. We just had the ocean bed's equivalent of a nosebleed. And the oil pipe, well, that was just fantasy on your exercise writer's part. None of my men would be that clumsy.
Mr. Wilson is not a great fan of our resilience training.
That's all very well for department stores and banks. Managers you get there have no concept of crisis management. They're just salesmen. But we do this every day. Seriously, Shoreham. Do you kid yourself you understand this industry? You've swatted up on a few manuals, but what do you know about geology, engineering, how a platform's built?
I know enough. Principles of crisis management are the same wherever you are. Though admittedly, for most of my career, I've been dealing with end-of-the-world evil empire attacking innocent nations extrapolations. So for me, this oil spill in the North Sea near Miss is pretty small beer.
Small?
Your concerns are noted, Mr. Wilson. But bear in mind, your CEO is a big fan of what our company does.
Well, he's an ex-soldier too, isn't he?
He was a major, as it happens, in the King's Royal Hussars. Now, which way is Shetland?
There. It's over there. On a clear day, you can see the coastline. But this is how I like it. Days like this.
Grey sea, grey sky.
Yeah, that's the North Sea for you. It's raw, rough. Wind will take your skin off. And I love it out here. The cities make me claustrophobic.
Look, the flare.
Well, that's how we burn off the excess gases. Jet of flame, 100 foot long. You'd not be allowed to do that in a built-up area. Yeah, a big platform like this. They call it a steel cathedral. But I prefer to think of it as a floating dragon. This is the drill deck.
This is where the pipe fell, am I right?
It's where the imaginary pipe supposedly fell. We were doing what we call a round trip. Pulling up the drill string, 30 feet of pipe at a time. According to the brief, one of those pipes slipped off the hook and swivel. No harm done.
You did well, chaps.
Yeah, we did okay. We've drilled 18 wells from this deck. The Echo is a jack-up rig. We jack the legs into position on the seabed, but we have the freedom to move when necessary.
In position!
There are more pipes in the ocean bed below us than you get in the London sewage system. And our tool pushers are the best. They can write their names on the rock with a drill bit. And some of them do. You okay with all these ladders?
I think I can cope. Thank you.
Well, with your gammy arm, I mean.
This is A module, Clem.
There are 28 pipes here, colour coordinated. Gas, oil. The black pipes are the kill pipes. We used those earlier.
It feels like being in a submarine, hemmed in.
Yeah. Well, we're below the drill deck here. This is where the real work gets done. Everything's computerised now. Like a spaceship. That's the level of safety we have.
Hey, Bradley. Canny man.
Billy, isn't it? Glad you enjoyed the exercise.
Aye. Especially the chopper evacuation. That story about the seagull.
Great crack, wasn't it?
It was that.
Excellent. That's what I'm here for. Run through a few familiar drills, inculcate a culture of we've done the training exercise, you can't scare us, complacency.
Are you having a pop at me, man?
I can smell gas.
I seriously doubt that.
For the purposes of the exercise, I can smell gas.
What?
This is an exercise. Repeat, this is an exercise. For the purposes of this exercise, there has been a gas leak in Module A. All hands in Module A evacuate immediately. Everyone else, please return to your training areas and await further briefing.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well, I'm as surprised as you are.
I've got a platform to run. I haven't got time for another
I believe
bloody...
you're in charge of an oil platform that's being flooded with gas and is in imminent risk of blowing up. I would advise you to display some leadership skills.
No way. This ends now. Right, drill's over, lads. Back to work.
No, the exercise is still in progress. Please.
Hey, I'm in charge. Now back off, old man.
That's a cruel description of you, Bradley, though admittedly accurate.
I said get back to work.
Easy, Tom.
We do this for a living. I've got men here who've worked on rigs in the China Sea, land rigs in Russia, rigs in Africa, and here you are, a retired soldier running the most absurdly elaborate resilience exercise I've encountered in my entire career. Pipes falling, roughnecks having heart attacks, seagulls colliding with helicopters, deckhands shooting up, getting drunk. These are all things that are never going to happen in the real world, or at least not all at the same time. Well, I'm sick of it, and I'm not going to do any more. So next time, I run my own exercise in my own way. Now go home and play with your toy soldiers somewhere else.
I'm sorry to hear you didn't like my various offline injects. Although in my experience, even the strongest men can have heart attacks. And toast, as I'm sure you're aware of, always lands butter side down. We call it Murphy's Law. I live by it.
Well, thanks for the lecture, and now off you bugger.
I can't do that. It's my exercise. Do as you're told.
Go to hell.
Excuse me, Tom, I should advise you, we are taking part in a highly expensive planned exercise which was authorised at board level. If you have any complaints to make, then please do so at the right time and in the proper fashion.
For the purposes of the exercise, get your skates on. Evacuate this module. Now, move!
Tom?
Yeah, sure. Do as the company man says, lads. You and I, we'll have a reckoning later.
Let's do it now.
Hey, calm down, Tom. Hey, come on.
For the purposes of the exercise, there's been an explosion in the process module adjoining this part of the platform. The blast from the explosion has shaken A module, knocking poor Mr. Wilson off his feet, and thus, if I may use the vernacular, onto his arse.
Wilson, get a grip. Fail this exercise, you'll never run a rig again.
Everyone to their stations. Prepare the helicopters for emergency evacuation.
Come on, dear, move on.
I'm going to the control room. Mr. Shoreham, won't you join me?
My pleasure. There?
I'll join the rest of Excon in the galley. You're the impartial observer here, Bradley. Go forth. Observe.
Good to have you back.
How bad is it?
According to yon screen, we've had 2 gas leaks. The first in A module, the second in the process module, which resulted in a small explosion. We think both events may be due to a pipe that was damaged when part of the drill string fell off the winch earlier.
What triggered the explosion?
We haven't been told that yet.
My guess is the gas connected with an electrostatic discharge. Maybe there was an oily rag left lying around, so it ignited.
Right, sorry, Mr. Shoreham. I shouldn't wait to be told things by the computer screen. I should figure them out for myself.
You shouldn't treat this as a drill, Sean. Treat it as if it's real. It's really happening. That's how these things work.
We've got warning lights from 2 other pipes that were weakened by the blast, plus a Christmas tree display of warning lights from one of the separation
Oh,
cylinders.
don't tell me about the lights. Tell me what they mean.
What it means is the fire is being contained. The firewalls are holding. They're all blast protected. The fire is localised.
Send a fire team down.
That's done, Tom. Sprinklers are already in operation. There are currently no divers out there, so we've got hoses sucking in water from the sea to douse the flames.
Aye, and we've closed the oil and gas flows to the damaged pipes. Our satellite field Delta has been alerted and they're monitoring their pressures.
Helicopters are on standby. Coast Guard have been alerted. Rescue helicopters are being scrambled for the second time today. We have 3 support vessels standing by.
It's going to be fine. We've done this scenario so many times, Tom, I could run through it with my eyes closed.
Drills, that's the beauty of them. You rehearse this stuff so often, it's like ballet, without all the poncing about.
I told you, I run a top team.
Every time there's a disaster, lessons are learned. Am I right?
I haven't got time to chat.
Support vessels are moving into position.
Visibility is good. Helicopters are cleared for takeoff. Do you want me to order an evacuation, Tom?
Hell no, we're a long way from that.
Where does it say the ships are in position? Sorry, I'm rubbish with computers.
The screen here. Every ship has an AIS transponder, automatic identification system, so we know they actually are who they say they are, and an SID transponder to give exact positional information.
Positional information?
Where they are.
Ah, right. I'm with you.
It's an integrated system. The VoIP radio...
Do you mind? You're not in a training course, Shoreham. Now, can I have more information about the fire in B module?
Electrical systems are isolated. Fire crew are just reading the update now. Yeah, they're in place.
Right.
Well, anything else I need to know about? Any other outlandish disasters? Any drunken roughnecks running amok with an axe and a big grin saying, Jack's back?
No, Tom. It's not Saturday night in Aberdeen.
Any issues with the whole rig evacuation procedures?
None. All lifeboats are seaworthy. We've a clear route to the helideck from all other decks, and we drilled the helicopter evac procedure yesterday. So it's all going smoothly.
Delta Field are on the line. They're ready to shut off the oil flow at your request, Tom.
Tell them we're doing fine, but we'll keep you posted.
Thanks, John. We think we've got it under control, but we'll keep you updated. Out.
And yet, one has to ask oneself, how did this happen? And who's to blame? Who could have been responsible for such a catastrophic blunder?
What?
The safety protocols on a big beast like this are phenomenal. As you rightly said, you've got more and better safety systems than your average spaceship. And yet you screwed up.
Screwed up?
Easy, Mr. Wilson. Don't let this gobby stoter rile you into spitting your dummy.
Stay out of this, Jock, whatever it was you said.
What blunder?
Not stress testing the pipes that connect to the drill deck after the mishap with the falling drill string yesterday.
I'm sure that was done.
Are you guessing or do you know?
Can you check that, Sean?
We didn't stress test any of the pipes after the mishap yesterday.
As I recall, Tom, that's because you were too busy ranting about how unlikely such a scenario was.
Yeah, and it was right. But if that had happened in the real world, I would have known exactly.
Ah, that's the hubris talking. You've been in this industry for 20 years, so your CV informs me, and you've never been involved in a true-life disaster scenario.
I've had my share of disasters.
A fire in the laundry on an offshore rig, that's hardly...
Let's stop right there. I've had enough of this. Don't patronise me. Have you got any idea who the hell...
For God's sake, man, get a grip. There's a fire on your platform. You've no time for brawling.
Keep out of this. Who the hell are you to talk to me like that?
I'm telling you, calm down. Deal with the crisis. We've a fox in the coop and you're the heedless chicken here.
Well, thanks for the advice, Jock.
I will, Mr. Wilson. You don't know, you see. You just...
Status reports, please.
According to my screen, the fire crew have had to withdraw from the process module. The respirators are faulty. However...
It's not possible. The respirators are checked every month. They can't be faulty.
Are you sure of that, or are you...
Check it.
According to my screen, Tom, the respirators were tested 2 weeks ago.
Well, then they should be working.
Well, they aren't.
Well, maybe there's
an alarm signal from C module, the gas compression module. There's a build-up of pressure in one of the centrifugal compressors. I'm getting reds all the way. It may be about to blow.
I'm getting a lot of alarms too. Possibly false alarms. I'm calling the drill deck to find out what's really going on.
I've got 6 emergency alarms flashing. I think there's something wrong with the whole system. You could have... But this is crazy. You swear the whole platform is about to blow up.
I'm getting a danger light from the drill floor. There's pressure building in the well again. The mud is being pushed back up. We're due a gusher in about 15 minutes.
We have a failure light on the automatic firefighting systems. I'm going to manual override. No manual override.
No.
We've lost the hoses. We need to get the fire crew back in there.
Tom, I've got another warning light. It looks like
Oh,
we're going...
quiet! I can't hear myself think.
Tom, the tool pusher is asking for a clear instruction from you. Do we repeat the kill pipe procedure, or do we evacuate and let it blow?
Tom, I think there's a computer malfunction affecting the flow pipes. Every time we try to reduce the gas pressure, we're actually increasing it. We're pouring petrol on a burning car here. What should we do? What should we do, Tom?
We should, Right, let's just be clear of our ground here. Right, the gusher's about to spurt again?
Yes.
Right, well that means we didn't quench it properly. Damn it, I could have done with... You said about the systems? And then the fire, how many fires do we have?
1 fire in B module, gas leaks in A and C, equipment failure, imminent risk of the whole bloody rig blowing up.
Right, got that. So what we need to do is...
Right, then I'm taking charge.
You go to hell. I'm the OIM in this platform. I'll get us out of this. There's too many things happening all at once. It would never be like this in real life. It's not fair. It's not...
Tom, there's no shame. You've lost it, it happens. Let me take charge. I've done this before. till you get your heat together.
Take charge, please. Good decision. Take a moment, sit rep on where we stand. Well now, where we stand is totally screwed. What a fiasco.
Oh, that's right. Dig the knife in. I blame you, Shoreham. You're supposed to be an impartial observer, but you keep butting in, making things worse, putting me off my...
Don't make self-justifying excuses, Tom, please. It's unworthy of you.
Fair point.
Fact is, Tom, you were so busy resenting the fact you had to do this exercise, you took your eye off the ball. All you could think about was how much cleverer you are than me, which makes you far from clever. Plus, according to your computer records, basic safety checks weren't done. Plus, you clearly bought the respirators in a car boot sale. How could you be so multiply and ubiquitously incompetent, Tom? Ask yourself that.
You're asking for a smack in the face, you really are.
No, I'm asking you to ask yourself that question. How could so many dreadful errors occur, all at the same time? With the redundancies that are built in, with all the safety checks.
They could not have.
That's a dangerously certain thing to say.
Well, I'll amend it then. It's highly unlikely this cock-up occurred in the way I've been told it occurred. We don't penny pinch on safety equipment. And pipes don't just spring leaks, they're built to withstand huge pressures. Plus, there are sensors. We have alarms to warn us before any problem becomes critical.
Too many alarms. It's easy for the control room team to get confused. This place is busier than the inside of an Apache attack helicopter. Monitors, satellite systems, radio, video, alarms going off every few seconds. And you don't know which alarm signal to deal with first, because if everything is urgent, nothing is urgent.
That lesson's been learned too. That's what happened in Mexico. The computers crashed. The operators had the blue screen of death. That's what caused the explosion on Deepwater Horizon, or contributed to it at any rate. These days we filter the alarms, we prioritise. Jock, did we have any warning signs regarding those gas leaks?
None.
Well, that doesn't sound right. When were the pipes on the drill deck and an A module last stress tested?
I'm looking that up now, Tom.
So am I.
3 support vessels are in position, Tom.
Right. Exercise back on.
No, 4. No, 3. I've got AIDs on them. 3 confirmed. I had a shadow on the radar there.
1 week ago, all the pipes were well within the safety margins. And according to the log, the gas pipe that was struck by the falling drill string is not the pipe that's leaking. We assumed it was, but it's not.
This is crazy. Your scenario makes no sense, Bradley.
I'm saying nothing. I'm just the observer. Pretend I'm not here.
Damn.
What?
The firewall in A module has been breached.
Oh. My screens are telling me the same, Jock. The firewall is down. The fire in B module has spread into A. I'm following the trail from the temperature dials. There must be a ball of flame racing up to the drill floor.
I'm also getting temperature alarms, blast alarms too. Every dial is in the red.
Explosion! There must have been a drum full of rig wash where it shouldn't be.
Commence helicopter and sea evacuation immediately.
For the purposes of the exercise, commence evacuation of Echo platform.
I'm getting a warning light on the sprinklers in all the modules. They are not responding. Repeat, they are not responding.
We've got a support vessel approaching the jacket, Tom. They are firefighters on board. They wish to assist the evacuation.
Tom?
All the firewalls are down. All the modules below the drill deck are on fire. We've got 12 men on the helideck. They're ready to depart.
Tom?
2 lifeboats have
Tom?
left the platform, Tom, carrying non-essential personnel.
Wait. Which support vessel?
The Iona.
Really? Are you sure? Check the AIS transponders.
What? I've checked that already. The Iona. The Valiant.
Yeah, you know who, but where? Check the SID transponder signal too. Where's the Iona?
500 metres out.
Well then who's boarding us? Who the hell would want to board a burning oil platform if they didn't have to?
You might consider a visual check of the support vessels.
This is Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson to any crew members on the outer decks with a view of the sea. How many ships can you see out there?
4, Tom, including the one that's bursting against us now.
The AIS says 3.
So who's boarding us?
For the purposes of the exercise, guns have been fired on the deck of Echo platform. You have been boarded by armed and masked terrorists belonging to an unknown group. Repeat, this is a terrorist attack.
My name is Tom Wilson. I'm the offshore installation manager of the Echo oil platform. Anything you have to say, you can say to me and I will pass your message on to the authorities.
You look frightened, Tom. You're right to be frightened. We're dangerous men.
Well, for the purposes of the exercise, derisive laugh.
We just blew up your oil rig, Tom. How did we do that?
You blew up nothing. It was a cyber assault. An act of war against the computers that run this rig. There was no explosion, no gas leak, no oily rag. Just computer screens giving us false readings in the context of an exercise where the computers are rigged to give us false readings. Combined with acts of sabotage on our respirators, presumably by an oil worker sympathetic to your cause. It only worked because we were doing an exercise. No one was willing to step up and say, this isn't actually happening. In the real world, I'd have smelled you coming.
You invited us on board the platform, Tom. You allowed a ship without an AIS transponder code to approach inside the cordon. You should have triggered the alarm much sooner before we had a chance to board you.
And what difference would that have made?
Well, we'll never know. See, we're planning to blow up this platform the old-fashioned way, not just by messing with your computers. And before we do that, we'll evacuate ourselves in the helicopters you have so kindly made ready for us. You'll have 15 minutes to evacuate your people by life raft before the whole thing goes boom.
It's not gonna happen. The minute your men fired their guns, our people sent a signal to the Coast Guard. Any minute now, this place will be attacked by soldiers with guns crawling up the platform legs. We drill for this every 6 months. You think you can just...
A ball of flame. It'll light the sky. We're not getting into a siege scenario, Tom. We're destroying your oil platform. And we're igniting the oil, and what doesn't burn will spill. The coast of Scotland will be sticky with oil for years to come. It'll be the worst disaster for the Scots since Culloden, and all because you let an English government wage war in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Me and my family live in Welland Garden City. I don't give a damn what you do to Scottish beaches.
For the purposes of the exercise, don't be so bloody complacent. Take this seriously, Tom. You will have 15 minutes to evacuate the platform, which, as you know, isn't nearly long enough. But you can save yourself, Tom. Just show us where to place our explosive charges to cause maximum impact. Then we'll take you with us and we'll drop you off on shore. While the rest of your men, of course, fry in the waters of hell.
Oh, go sort your head. I'm not doing deals.
Open the envelope, Tom.
You took this off Facebook. It's my wife and 2 children on our holiday in Disney World. Is this meant to intimidate me?
We just want you to understand we know who you are and what's at stake for you. Do you really want these kids to grow up without a daddy?
Sod you. Even with the harebrained standards of this stupid exercise, that's going too far.
We know all about you, Tom. We know about your criminal record.
Below the belt.
Oh, so you admit it?
It's not relevant, it's lapsed. It was all a long time ago.
No, we know you're a violent man.
I gave some lads a battering. It was just a lad myself. The brass all know. It was a pub punch-up, man. For pity's sake. Stop this. Take that mask off. It's unsettling. Looks like you don't have a face.
We know you've alerted Special Forces. We know what happens next.
Look, this is political. It's nothing to do with me.
So you may as well help us. No one will know. Live or die, Tom. It's your choice.
15 minutes, that's a joke. Hey, give my men an hour to evacuate.
No, I can't. The soldiers
Well,
will be
30
here by...
minutes then. We've drilled for this. We'll have the rig empty in 20 minutes, 10 to get to a safe distance. Promise me that and I'll help you spoil the beaches of Scotland.
Agreed.
Okay, give me a schematic. I'll mark the best places for you to put your charges. What do you have? Semtex?
No, you're lying. You plan to be the hero, Tom. You plan to sabotage us by making us place the explosives where they'll do least harm.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Liar!
For the purposes of the exercise, you consider yourself slapped.
I'm not lying. Look, we had to patch in a temporary cap on the well earlier. There's a gusher down there, itching to blow. It's a volatile situation. Makes it all so much easier for you. All you need to do is detonate a bomb on the drill deck, and the entire well will go up like a bonfire night rocket. You'll struggle to burn the entire platform, mate. There are too many firewalls, too many cut-offs. But blow the well, kill all the birds in Shetland, and you'll have made your point.
If you are lying to me, Tom, we will kill you. You have to understand that.
I understand that.
For the purposes of the exercise, I'm holding a gun to Mr. Wilson's head, replicating it with my hand and fingers. Don't mess with me, Tom.
You don't scare me.
Then why are you shaking?
Because I'm laughing at you. Look, I've told you all I can. What else do you want from me?
I want you to choose 5 men to serve as hostages. Then all 6 of you will fly with us when we escape. That way the Air Force can't shoot us down.
No, wait a minute. We haven't done our deal yet. Are you giving the rest of my crew their 30 minutes to evacuate?
I am. Now pick your 5 men.
McNulty, Andrews, Gibson, Larson, Davis.
Why them?
Because I know damn well you'll kill us all. Once we spend time with you, we'll get to know your voices. Maybe even hear some of your names accidentally blotted out. So, I'm heroically volunteering to lose my own life here. And I've chosen the 5 most annoying, tight-fisted, backbiting wee bastards on this platform to go down with me. I mean, what's the point of having power if you can't abuse it?
1412. The last of the life rafts is in the sea.
Navy choppers are overhead.
1425, we've got a storm warning.
The Iona is picking up survivors.
The assault team are holding back. They believe the rig has been primed to blow up.
1430, we've been told that the terrorists have hostages on board their choppers. We can't blow them out of the air.
The Endeavour is picking up survivors.
I'm now reading the next page of the exercise brief. The platform is indeed primed to blow up.
How do you feel the exercise
that
went?
Will happen
Oh, it's been a
3
nightmare.
minutes.
1442, all the rescue ships have been
So it all went
advised to
according to plan
evacuate
then?
the area.
There are 6 life
You've got
rafts
it,
still
Claire.
in the water.
Iona is refusing to leave the area. It's still picking up survivors.
I'm now getting a different report from the SBS liaison. A team from M Squadron have boarded the platform and, by some means they aren't telling us about, they have rendered safe an explosive device strapped to the oil line. The team have now evacuated.
All survivors have been taken on board the rescue ships. Iona, Valiant and Endeavour are steaming out of the area as fast as they can.
My liaison guy says they cannot be sure if there are other explosive devices on the platform. It's a big platform, and the bad guys had nearly an hour to do their worst.
According to my screen, 12 hours have elapsed. There has been no explosion. The platform may be secure, but it's early days yet, according to the bomb disposal team. M Squadron are asking for permission to return to the platform to search for other devices and so prevent a potential environmental disaster in the North Sea.
No, that's madness. That's what those bastards want, to take out some of us Special Forces boys.
It's not your decision, sir.
Yes, but I know what happens next.
Shh, let it play out.
Boom.
According to my screen, we have a massive explosion on the drill deck and simultaneous explosions on every other deck. Echo platform is on fire.
I'm pleased to inform you all that the platform was evacuated with no fatalities and only minor casualties. In particular, when a man fell from the spider deck and spent 15 rather chilly minutes in the sea before being picked up. A high explosive device comprised of military dynamite with a mechanical detonator was found on the drill deck and disarmed. However, a series of other explosive devices made of moldable C4 were set to explode 12 hours after the terrorists left, the equivalent of a booby trap hidden inside a bomb building, with the aim of targeting rescue workers. These bombs did indeed detonate, but that's not your fault. 3 helicopters crewed by the terrorists were forced to land. 4 of the hostages, including Tom Wilson,
had received training in negotiating with terrorists, and I'm sure this would have helped the success of that operation. The good news is that the wellbore itself has survived the explosion in the platform above and around it, and there will be no Macondo-style oil slicks. The well, however, will be inoperable. Echo platform is now a ghost rig. The clean-up operation begins now. Thank you. Now, you have 2 hours rest time, after which point the platform will resume normal operations.
All right, Jock.
Aye.
Here you go. Get that down, you.
It's good.
Lapsang, more in tea bags.
I'm surprised you're still talking to me.
I'll talk to you. You're a bastard.
Aye, you had us all going there, Bradley.
We'll do the debrief in the morning. By midday, I'll be out of your hair. My assessment will be favourable, by the way.
I don't give a toss about your assessment.
Good man.
It's my assessment that counts. My self-assessment.
You have it in one.
I thought I was the man. I thought I'd it all sorted. But I messed up in containing the fire, the one that didn't exist, and I didn't see the terror attack coming. You made a total numpty of me.
I just did my job.
A question.
Go ahead.
Do we have any idea what the terrorists hoped to achieve?
Well, they were an Al-Qaeda cell. This was, in their opinion, a way of giving a bloody nose to the Brits for what happened in Iraq and our general craven complicity with the Americans, and other historical slights too numerous to list. The aim of this particular splinter group was to blow up the oil, not the rig. They're easy enough to replace. The oil, causing an environmental disaster that would stain the entire North Sea with filthy pollutants and cost the oil company billions.
I told them it would be easy to ignite the oil.
And you lied.
I did.
Good man. This whole affair was a Tier 1 joint exercise involving the Special Boat Service, MI6 and the Foreign Office. But while you were sweating out here, all their key people were fighting their own battles in their exercise spaces. This was, in short, a full-scale Cobra and British Armed Forces wargame, not just an oil company drill.
Then why the charade? All the games within games?
You know why.
If you expect it to happen, you can't be prepared for when you don't expect it.
Indeed.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When that supposed terrorist was threatening me, even though I knew it was just an exercise, I thought I was going to die. I really did. That's when I...
What?
It's just... Suddenly it all seemed so clear. So vividly clear. I knew what to say, what to do. I knew I had to simulate panic, and I did. I trembled, I pretended to be terrified. But inside, I was cool as ice. It was as if someone took control of me. As if I'd become a whole other, braver person.
Aye. Great feeling, that.
What?
Great feeling. I had exactly that. In Russia. We were on a land rig that blew. You know the one, of course. And I was trying to get out, doing the corridors, up ladders, then back down again. Kept getting lost, forgetting the way, and I have a great sense of direction. And I saw friends lying on the floor, choking to death on smoke, or burned through, skin slipping off their bodies like gloves off a hand. And I reached the point where I thought, bugger it, that's enough, enough. Be done with it all. And I wept, big man as I am. And then, for some reason, I can't say why, I changed my mind. And I realised that I wanted to live. Wanted it like I'd never wanted anything ever before. And the feeling I had then, you just can't beat it. The wanting to liveness of it. And I got to. Later, when they took us to base, they took photos of all of us. And I was grinning like a fool. 10 men died that day. And I was laughing like a bloody loon. When I look back, I'm so ashamed of that photo. I had friends who died that day. But I couldn't help myself, you see. That feeling. I won't experience anything like it ever again.
Right.
Shock was, by the way, transferred to this platform at my request.
Aye, that's right. I'm a desk man now, but I came back to play my part in this war game exercise.
I've
been there. I've done it. That's why I needed to be here today for this. That's what the big yin told me anyway.
It's the essence of my training strategy. It has to feel real. And for Jock, it once was.
You're a devious so-and-so, Bradley.
It's my job. We don't do these exercises to check if the equipment works. It's about stress testing people.
That's why you kept goading me.
I pushed you to your limits. You know what those limits were. But believe me, I've been through worse. Special Forces training. It involves a simulated abduction, R2I, resistance to interrogation. Torture, in effect. Even the toughest man can be broken. I was. I failed the training, went back to my regiment. But I learned something.
What? That you can't take a beating?
You have to learn how to lose. That's the lesson.
That's what sticks in my throat. I did nothing. Not really. Those bastards took my rig off me. They put a gun to my head. And I did nothing.
You did all you could. And you did it well and with composure. For the purposes of the exercise, and indeed for the purposes of life itself. That will suffice.
In Shadow by Philip Palmer, Bradley Shoreham was played by Tim Woodward, Wilson by Liam Brennan, Jock by Sean Murray, and Claire Patterson by Christine Kavanagh. The terrorist was Ben Crow, Sean, Roshan R. Rahatgi, Linda, Philippa Stanton, and Billy, David Seddon. The director was Toby Swift.